Hola, ¿cómo están? By the Reuters news, one of the missing pilot, he was rescued by the special force of USA. It is such a happy news for the Trump. If he wasn't rescued by the Air Force, there's a chance he would be a hostage in Iran. And if that is the case, it's a really bad news for the Trump. The hostage can leak the very important information of USA, the very important military information of USA. So the news, the guy was rescued by the USA. It's very happy news for the Trump. And I want to say the general thing about this war by the Professor Zhang. He thinks that this war is a silly war, it's a dumb war, but at the same time, it will benefit for the USA for the long term, because the oil is mostly came from the Middle East, but now on, if the Middle East, there's a chance they can't provide the oil through the other country, then the Venezuela and Canada and USA and Russia would be the country that exports oil a lot. So in the future, the North America, they will have a huge benefit from this situation. So the Trump started war, and maybe, if that is the real intention, if it was the his real and behind his real intention to make America more rich for a long term, then he's a really genius. But we really don't know what he's in his mind, what one mind he has. So the oil in the future, the oil came from the North America to the other country, and the other country, the number one country in the world which it consumes a lot of the oil is, of course, USA. But USA is self-sufficient country because they are making oil a lot. Then they spend. So the China and Japan and South Korea and East Asia, those and Australia, and those countries are having a trouble, are going to have a trouble with getting oil. I always think that then in the future, what is going to happen, as a Korean, I can really feel that Korea would be not strong as much as now in the future, would not be strong as much as now in the future. The Korea is originally, they are based on the imports oil, and the most of thing. Korea has a small land, and they don't have enough water. They don't have any natural resource. So their their daily life, the product is based on the imports from other country, and this kind of war, those things, it makes oil price fluctuate. It makes the war volatile. Then this is really bad news for Korea. Of course, the other countries, Japan, China, but especially more Korea. And the currency dollar to won is more than 1500 won, more than 1500 won, and that much Korea currency losing their power. And then I can really see the future. In the future, the product in Korea, the living expense, food, the gasoline, the oil, and those kind of thing, it's going to be more expensive than now. I think this is a general. This situation applies. This situation will occur through the general. The all around the world, except North America. Except the country who has many resource. So, in order to survive this circumstance, Korea needs to have a very good company, or Korea needs to have a very Korea needs to have an entrepreneur who has a really big and good idea, and through that idea makes a lot of money from the other country. So through that, the Korea government makes a money by paying them tax. I think that's the only way the country will survive this circumstance. Like a small country like Korea, I think that is the only way. Thanks for listening today.